Good morning, my good people. Uh, so, because of my derogatory language and me not following the rules of live Facebook, I was limited to uh, my recordings or whatever, I guess. But I'm going to post this. I believe in educating, being educated. And I'm extremely educated. And I thank God and my father and my mother and my family and my uncle, Benny, and many others for that. Um, I went down to the chapel when my grandson was born at the hospital, and I was moved by something that I read. How many of y'all been coming to St. Elizabeth for your illnesses and issues for many years? And no one ever knew who St. Elizabeth really is. And I took a walk with my what I call my son-in-law, Justin Caldwell. He was sick and addicted and dealing with addiction. Um, had some issues and looks really bad the day his son was born. Um, I'm not trying to dog on you, Justin. I love you. You're powerful, and you can be powerful, and you will be powerful, bro. Uh, this is Saint Elizabeth of Hungary. She was born in 1207. She died in 1231. So, as you know, if you add that up, that's 24 years old. She was born to Hungarian royalty. Elizabeth, at the age of 4, was betrothed to the future Landgrave Prince of Thuringia in southern Germany and was sent to live in the castle of her future husband Ludwig, a boy of 9. The two children developed an intimate friendship which eventually blossomed into loving devotion, which a lot of people don't know nothing about today. But anyways, I'm going to continue to read this, and I hope that it reaches y'all and y'all understand who started this hospital. It's important to know your history, and we've been coming here for years and we didn't even know nothing about it. So anyways, that day I read this on the wall in the chapel and I was moved and touched by the life of St. Elizabeth. In due time, Elizabeth, known for her dark beauty, and Ludwig were married amid much ceremony. She gave birth to 3 children in quick succession and rejoiced that as a Landgrave of Thuringia, she had greater scope for her charitable activities. She established several hospitals for the indigent and roused scandal by nursing the sick and even lepers with her own hands. Okay. Captivated by the story of Clare and Francis, Elizabeth eventually embraced the rule of Franciscan territory, whatever that means. I'm not really sure. But in her piety and service to the poor, Elizabeth received the loyal support of her husband. When famine struck the kingdom while Ludwig was away, Elizabeth took it upon herself to open the royal granaries to the poor. Upon his return, Ludwig was shocked to discover that his wife had become an object of scorn among the elite members of the court. Wow, craziness, right? In 1227, Ludwig accepted command of a force of crusaders. Elizabeth, who was pregnant, felt a terrible premonition that they would not meet again. That's an awful feeling, but she kept on keeping on. Let me see. Some months later, the news returned that Ludwig had died of plague. In grief, Elizabeth cried, "The world is dead to me, and all that was joyous in the world." Without Ludwig to shield her from the resentment of her in-laws, Elizabeth was banished from the castle. She left on a winter night, carrying nothing but her newborn child. Eventually, the scandal of her impoverishment was too much for her relatives, and she was provided with a simple cottage in Marburg. Elizabeth's reputation for holiness began to take root. The spectacle of this princess nursing the sick in their homes or in the hospices she had endowed inspired the grudging respect of those who had persecuted her. Imagine that. Wow. Amazing. Okay. As well as the affection of the poor and common folk. In 1231, Elizabeth fell ill and announced calmly that she would not recover. She died on November 17th at the age of 24, and she was canonized 3 years after her death. There's also a reading of Saint Francis of Assisi. He also, he lived a little bit longer, but 1182 to 1226. Remember the dates of that I said about Saint Elizabeth. She was born in 1207, and she died in 1231. But here I have had some problems with some doctors and some nurses, but I've received great care from others. But 1207 to 1231, we're talking about the year 1200, and her tradition of caring still carries on. 7 centuries later? So, I don't know, man. I like to drop knowledge. It's what the fuck I do. I love to do it. And there's your history of St. Elizabeth, the hospital that some of us was born in. I wasn't. I was born in St. Louis, but I've been coming to St. Elizabeth for many years and never knew who St. Elizabeth was. So, there you go, man. I drop knowledge for you niggas. It's what I do, baby. You know what I mean? So check it out, man. My daddy told me you're supposed to learn something new every day, boy. And don't forget it, man. There's new shit to learn out there every day. And y'all should keep your mind sharp. I'm off drugs. I'm off methamphetamines. I plan to stay off amphetamines. I'm still going to smoke my weed, and I'm still going to drink my shine. So you dig? I'm not innocent into society, which I don't really give a fuck. So, hey, man, anyways, out there to all y'all that are keeping on and struggling, man. Struggle is real. I love all y'all. I'm thinking about you, man. I'm getting better. I'm up moving around. I'm walking, man, and I'm doing good. So, y'all still keep me in your prayers while at the same time y'all and y'all's family are in my prayers. So, I love all you guys, man, and I hope y'all are doing well out there, man. Until then, peace.